If your channel's stuck under 1,000 subscribers, you're probably making one of these 4 mistakes. But here's the worst part. They don't feel like mistakes. These 4 things can quietly slow your growth to a crawl, even if you're only making one of them. If we don't know each other, my name is Jerry Potter. I'm gonna walk you through these in the same order I would if I was doing a channel audit for one of my clients. I recently had a client come to me and share that they wanted to start a channel to help people with their personal finances. This is something that off of YouTube, they are very good at. But do you know how many personal finance channels there are? If your channel looks and feels like every other one in your industry, people don't have a reason to hit that subscribe button or come back and watch any more of your videos. Essentially, you become forgettable really, really fast. So hidden mistake number 1 is that your channel doesn't have a unique premise, something that makes it stand out. More specifically, makes it memorable. When a viewer finds us, we want them to think, oh, wow, I want to come back to this, or, oh, this is exactly what I need. Let me give you some examples, and then I'll show you how to make sure your channel has a unique premise, okay? My first channel, which I'm grateful has grown to over 150,000 subscribers, was all about how to grow your audience with social media. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, some YouTube. But what I noticed was that all the other channels out there were treating their viewers as though they were full-time marketers, like that's all they had to do. And I knew there were small business owners that only had a little bit of time. So the channel was called 5-Minute Social Media, and the idea was we are going to help you get the biggest results possible from your social media in a minimum amount of time. The key question to ask yourself: what makes your channel the best choice for your person? And by the way, make sure to tell them, don't make them figure it out on their own. And if your channel doesn't have a unique premise or you feel like yours could be stronger, I made a unique premise generator for my clients, but you can grab it for free in the description of this video. Now, of course, your unique premise is meaningless if no one's ever discovering your channel in the first place, which takes us to hidden mistake number 2. When you first set up a YouTube channel, they make it super easy. You choose a channel name and a username, and that's practically it. And that's fine if your channel is just a hobby. But if you actually want to grow an audience, generate and convert leads, there are actually 12 parts of a YouTube channel that should be set up and optimized. And without doing this, it's like having a store that's open, but the lights are off. How many customers do you think are going to come in? You won't get found in search as much, and you're going to lose leads and buyers too. Now, I'm not going to go into all 12 in this video, but you can grab a list of all 12 in the description down below. But until you do this, you are missing out on views and subscribers, even if you don't publish regularly. Now, even if your channel is discoverable, you won't grow if you're making hidden mistake number 3. There's a lot to think about when making a YouTube video, right? The biggest probably being, what's my title gonna be? What am I gonna talk about in the video? And what's my thumbnail gonna be? And it's very common for most people publishing on YouTube to spend time on those things. But there's one area that small channels don't spend enough time on, and that's making your first 30 seconds as strong as possible. If people click on your video, but then click off right away, YouTube will stop recommending that video to people real fast. But the opposite is also true. The longer people watch your videos, the more YouTube will recommend them to people who don't know who you are yet. So putting in that effort to get people watching longer, to get your retention up for your videos, is a very good use of your time. That's why I make this such a high priority for people that are implementing our YT90 system. But even really good retention won't help you if you're not bringing this one key ingredient when you open your videos, which takes us to hidden mistake number 4. And please hear me out before you decide you're annoyed or offended by this. Hidden mistake number 4 is all about how you deliver the content in your videos. If you were watching a video and the person presenting the videos didn't seem like they cared about the topic they were talking about, you probably wouldn't care as much either, right? Yet it happens all the time, and it's frustrating because you may be accidentally causing this feeling in your own viewers where they feel like you don't care about the topic. And I say accidentally because it might just be the way you talk. You may just talk with low energy. If you're new, it might be because you're nervous. The good news is this is easy to fix. And by the way, the answer is not to start yelling or being someone you're not. Have you ever heard the phrase that the camera adds 10 pounds? When I used to work in radio and TV, we used to say that the camera removes about 50% of your energy. So you may need to bring more energy than you normally do. As I said, it's not about being louder, it's about letting your passion come through. That can come through in the way that you deliver your words, maybe slowing down and emphasizing some of them, but still saying them properly. Now, one more important thing to know. Even helpful, high quality videos where you're passionate about your topic and everything can get ignored on YouTube. And if that's happening to you, click the video on the screen and I'll show you how to fix it and get more views in every one of your upcoming videos starting right now. All right, I'll see you there.